Dear team members, I'm going to show you how to make a quality control of our parts. There are two components we need to confirm. First of all, we want to see the part has the same amino acid sequence as we wanted. Second of all, the part does not contain certain restriction site. So let's take human RxR alpha DBD for example. Let's go to UniProt, RxR alpha. DNA binding domain. Copy. Let's go to gene design, reverse translation. Paste. Tick Homo sapiens. Reverse translate. Site subtraction. PVU2. Remove. And then you can copy this to serial cloner. Copy, paste. And you go back to previous page, the whole sequence, and then you do the same thing. Copy, reverse translation, NGO-MIV, PVU2, remove. Copy, you go back to serial cloner, open a new file, paste, and here function, there's align two sequences. Let's select sequence number 1, sequence number 2, frame 1, frame 2, local align, and it should be 100% identical. From here you can see the amino acid matches each other, GG, DD, and so on. So after you check, and then you can copy it. Let's open a new document file. Copy, paste. However, it might happen to you that sometimes you search the parts in UniProt, but it does not contain a well-characterized DNA binding sequence or LBD. So there's another website I recommend it. You can search by the name Heidelberg Smart main page. So with this website you can actually paste the whole sequence and they will find any characterized parts that you want. So let's try RxR alpha again. The whole sequence. copy, paste, sequence smart. And then you can see here, this should be a DNA binding domain, and this one is ligand binding domain. Okay, then you can go to full annotation. Then you can see this is the sequence that you want. So if you cannot find it in UniProt, there's another way. Let's go back to another component of the quality control. A serial cloner. Here you see restriction, and choose this one, virtual color. Select the sequence number 1, and there are a couple of enzymes which you don't want. And okay, let's start. AGE1. You see, with AGE1 enzyme, there's no fragment generated, which is good. Okay, let's move on. AVR2 here, and EcoR1, and NGOMIV, NHE1, and NOT1, PST1, PVU2, SAP1, SP1, XPA1, XHO1. So, with all these enzymes, there's no fragment generated, which means that the sequence does not contain any sites where they can cut. And you want to copy this as well. Copy, and go back to the same here. Paste, and then you finish.